Hello twin flame friends. I'm so sorry I've not been here, guys. Apologise for my absence. I've just had an intense few weeks. It's really knocked me sideways, and for those of you that are regular viewers, you might know I'm also a remote spirit release therapist, and I've been doing a lot of work, this type of work for twins lately, and I was a bit slack on self-protection, so I've really come under attack. I've been a bit under weather as a result, but I'm clear and balanced again. I'm back today with a pick a pile update on your Divine Masculine's feelings. So there is a thumbnail at the beginning of the video for you to choose. Someone asked last time to know what crystals were on top of the pile, so I've put that with the deck type and timestamps in the box below. But just quickly, we've got net jasper, fluorescent fluorite, unknown stone that I found on the beach, and I believe this is also fluorite. Okay, so before I move on, anyway, I just want to share with you some really exciting news. So those of you that have actually been watching my videos regularly will already be aware that I have been working on a project relating to twin flame light activations and clearings. It's something that my guide showed me when I've been doing remote spirit release work. Now, from practicing on some of the volunteers, we've learned that not only am I able to check if you're dealing with your real twin flame or not, but I can also identify what stage in the journey you're at, clear any blockages that I find, and place protection around you, which is really, really important. Now, I'll share more of that with you as I learn and as I continue my research. I can also clear any blockages that are there and see if there's any karmics, false twins, that kind of thing. So I'll let you know more about that. But in the meantime, I just want to announce that I will be going live on YouTube. That will be on the 11th of April at 6 p.m. EST. So do check how that corresponds with your own time zone. And I'll be offering part of this service to you guys for free during that live stream. So if you tune in and watch, I'll be able to check if your twin flame connection is real. If you're dealing with a real twin flame or a false twin or something else, it will be on a first come, first served basis. And I can't promise to do all of the things that I've mentioned, but I will check your connection and confirm whether or not you're dealing with a real twin or if they're karmics or false twins. So I'll also place protection around you and your twin flame connection. So do join me. That's April the 11th at 6 p.m. Pardon me, 6 p.m. EST. Now remember, it is first come, first served. So depending on how many of you tune in, I may not get round to all of you, but it will give you an idea of how it works and how I do this. Also, apologies to those of you who are still waiting for me to send the meditation audios for grounding and protection. I've not had a chance to do that whilst my sovereignty has been compromised, but I am getting back into the swing of things now. So that audio will be available soon. It will be free for a time to anyone who subscribes to my channel, after which I'll make it available on my website, which is coming soon. Watch this space. And it will just be a few dollars. It will be really cheap as chips. So I am actually a meditation teacher as well, and I feel really very passionately about meditation, and I can't stress enough how important it is that you do daily protection if you've met your twin. So if you would like to get hold of that video, just wait for an update on one of my next videos. If you've already emailed me about it, I'll send it over when it's available. If you don't get yours once I've updated here and let you know it's ready, then just drop me an email to remind me. So on with today's reading. So we're going to be catching up on how is your Divine Masculine feeling about you? What are they thinking? And what as usual, what you can do to move that connection forward. So pile one, let's have a look. How is your Divine Masculine feeling about you? What is he thinking? Remember, timestamps and the decks I'm using are in the box below. It's good to be back. Now, for those of you that haven't watched my videos before, if I pause, that's because I'm channeling my guide Arthur. You can read about him in the description box below. You can also find out down there how to get a reading from me. Okay. How is your DM feeling? Oh, I don't work with reversals in this deck. So if they come up reversed, I will turn them upright. Wow. Oh, this is beautiful, pile one. Okay, so your divine masculine, in terms of feelings, he's figuring this story out. He's starting to understand this connection. And he's really, I feel like he's absolutely being bombarded with signs right now. This guy's been doing a lot of inner soul searching. We see this with the Hermit here and this beautiful card of this lady with the winged crown holding this light. The Hermit is, of course, normally a man. But in this card, I feel like it's a really powerful grasping of that light. And with the Eight of Wands here, it's called spirals in this deck. You see all of these shooting stars, this divine masculine symbol of the stag racing forward through this forest with these beautiful shooting stars cascading down from a blood moon. This is lots of rapid incoming feelings, changes, signs, synchronicities, and, you know, really a lot of passionate feelings. The Page of Cups in this deck is called the Healer. And I really feel like that's where he's been at. He's been healing. And in doing so, you know, he's started to acknowledge the feelings he has. We see him coming out of this cave and, you know, and being much braver. In terms of what he's thinking, this is powerful. He's ready to move towards you. We've got the Lovers here and the Six of Swords. It's called Scrolls in this deck. But we see here, you know, it's very different to the traditional Six of Swords, because there's this lady resting her head on this elephant holding the scrolls. And I really see this as you know, the Six of Swords is normally about transition. It can be moving away or towards something, but in this deck it's moving towards one another. And, you know, with the swords, these are about clarity, intellect, truth. I really see him thinking about how to come towards you, and he chooses you. You know, with this Two of Wands card, his High Priestess. You know, if you've been doing a lot of work in the 5D, a lot of healing between you, it hasn't gone unnoticed. It has really developed this connection. And Arthur's stepping in to say now that if you've picked this pile, you know, the work you have been doing, it's working, but you need to step it up. You know, you don't get lazy about it. You really need to stick with it. It's daily practice. And when I say doing the work, a lot of people email me and say, what do you mean doing the work? When I say doing the work, I mean meditating. That is how you heal. That is how you unblock anything that's wrong with this connection and move forward. It's by going within. There are lots of guided meditations on YouTube. There aren't that many that are great for twin flames, to be honest, but I am going to be creating some. But, you know, you don't need to be guided. All you need to know is how to get yourself into theta state. You can send me an email for instructions, but, you know, just get yourself into theta state, do your chakra clearing, your grounding, your protection, and focus on clearing blockages, asking your higher self, asking spirit for direction, because whatever it is you're doing is working powerfully. And he knows, okay, you're invading his dreams, you're invading his waking thoughts. He has got you on his mind and he is waking up. This card actually came up in one of my early February readings about the blood moon, when we had that beautiful blood supermoon. And Arthur shared with me that we're going to see a lot of twins waking up in the collective this year. And that's really happening. We're seeing incredible synchronicities, many, many unions, and many twins coming back into communication and moving towards union. It's a very exciting time. So, you know, if you've picked this pile, things are looking really good for you. Your twin, He's waking up, he's doing that work, he's picking up on your healing thoughts and he's sending them back. He's doing that healing. He's starting to, really come out of that cave. And another realization I've come to in recent weeks is that, for divine masculines, waking up to spirituality is a really tough job. It's kind of deemed acceptable for women to be spiritual and a bit woo-woo. But for men, they have much stronger programming to reject this. It's really ridiculed, in a very manly, masculine, macho environment. So it's not easy for our divine masculines to come around to this. But this work you've been doing, he's really got you on his mind. We've got this Lovers card here, and he's really thinking about how to come towards you. He's chosen you, and he's picking up on your magic healing vibes. This is just wonderful. So let's see what else you can do to move forward. Wow. Oh, I love this. This is so lovely. So, with the Three of Wands, okay, it's the fulfillment is now. It's coming. You need to stay in that belief. You need to stay in that positive energy. You need to stay in your Empress energy. This is also a 3. Remember, you manifest this union by having faith, by surrendering to that knowing that your twin can run, but he cannot run forever. And when you're in this passive, beautiful, calm, divine feminine energy, that's when you can draw your twin towards you. You don't do it by chasing, you do it by sitting back in your power and waiting. And 3 is the number of creation. You create union. You create that space for him to return to you, or her if your divine masculine is female. But you create that space by staying in your power, by, that's what being the divine feminine is. It's coming into union with yourself and creating that space. The 4 of Wands has come up here. And for me, what really jumped out, and Arthur jumped in as soon as I turned this card, you need to clear your space. This is very, very important. I don't normally say that with this card, but this really jumped out at me. Trust your intuition. If you've been feeling a little bit off balance or things that are a bit skew-whiff in your home, you need to clear it. You need to, if you don't know how to clear it yourself, get someone in to do it for you. This is very important for you if you've picked this pile. Anything that is interfering energetically in your home is going to really impact your energy. It's going to stop you from staying in this power. The other thing is staying balanced, and I think this really really connects with this clearing card. You've got to stay balanced right now. Arthur's showing me that even though you're in a really strong place, you're really feeling quite powerful and standing in your divine feminine power, you keep having these wobbles and slipping out of it, and that's holding union back. You've got to stay in it. You've got to be consistent. You've got to stick with that work every day. Because your home isn't clear, your environment, your space isn't as clear as it needs to be, that could be what's having the impact. So that's what you really need to work on, divine feminine. So let's see what oracle cards have got to say. Oh, how lovely to kick it off with a lovely positive pile. So what else can you do to move forward? Lemuria, creating heaven on earth. It's happening. Get grounded. Empaths, highly sensitives, connect with nature. So there's a lot of earth energy here. Answer the call. What is your soul calling you to do? And Anna, grandmother of Jesus, seeding the light, laying foundations, divine plan. So this is super powerful. So there's a lot of earth energy that you're being called to here, and it's saying, what is your soul calling you to do? This card has come up over the clearing card and the healing card and this, choosing card. Keep the faith, clear your space, keep doing your healing. That's what your soul is calling you to do. And anything else that you're feeling drawn to, trust your intuition. But if you're an empath, if you're highly sensitive, or even if you've just picked this pile, you're being called to get out into nature right now and understand that, this Lemuria card, creating heaven on earth, it's happening. This is what happens when a lot of twin flames come into union. Even without, joining the collective from a kind of work perspective, as in, doing something like I'm doing now or contributing somehow in a career fashion, just by being in union, just by being a twin that's not in union, you shine a lot of light and it makes a difference. You vibrate. As you move into surrender, as you move into your divine feminine energy, you create a lot of light, which just by being, you help to raise the vibration of the planet. And that's how we create heaven on earth. That's how we, lead by example. That's how we teach love, by living in love. So, get yourself into that unconditional loving space. Stick with this Empress energy, but get yourself out into nature as well. Connect with animals, connect with the earth. You need to get your feet in the ground. If you've got a beach near you, a field, a meadow, a woodland, get out there and enjoy nature. It's the best thing you can do to ground yourself. Seeding the light and laying foundations. There is a divine plan, and as a twin, you are part of it. Seeding the light is such a powerful term. You are light seeds. We're all light seeds. If you're in this twin flame connection, you are going to glow brighter than your average person that's not in a twin flame connection. The minute you align with your twin and meet them, you begin to glow, but you've got to maintain that energy. This is why this clearing and protection is so important. So that's really powerful for you guys, part one. Do let me know in the comments below what your feedback is. It's always lovely to hear from you, especially when it's such happy news. And Arthur's saying, be patient. Be patient. Your twin's going to need a little bit of time to come towards you, but he is coming towards you. He's thinking about how to do that. He's ready. He's ready. Keep doing your healing. Stay in your power. Okay, part two. Let's see what we've got for you. I'm just checking that wasn't actually recording. So I did one earlier and it didn't record. Pardon me. Okay, part two. How is your divine masculine feeling? What is he thinking? Okay, this guy's not feeling great. We've got a lot of blocked energies here. Oh. Okay. Wow, okay. This connection is being powerfully blocked. The reason I drew 2 extra cards here and what's creating this conflict, this really jumped out from me. If you've picked this pile, you need to clear. You need to protect yourself. You need to clear because this connection's under attack, which is why his feelings are blocked. I want to show you what these cards are upright. We have the Empress and the Queen of Wands. Yeah, these are very powerful divine feminine cards. Upright, I'd be saying, oh my God, he sees you. He sees you, divine feminine. We also have the 9 of Cups, which is joy, celebration, and we have the 4 of Wands. You can see what that card means. This is about loving union and celebration, of moving in, it's a beautiful card. All of these feelings are blocked. And what immediately jumped out at me is that even though his feelings are blocked, he knows. This is what he's thinking. The 10 of Cups and the Lovers. He's thinking about union. He's thinking about coming together with you. But we've also got the Devil reversed and we've got the 5 of Swords. And the reason I pulled some more cards here is because I understand, well, if he's feeling so strongly, where's the conflict? Because that's what this card means. And what's come up is the 7 of Cups and the Princess of Wands. Now, there is someone vying for his attention. This is a karmic. That's what he's conflicted about, is this other option, this karmic. And she's a Princess of Wands, yeah? She's not the Queen of Wands. She's not the Queen of Fire like you are. She is a much less powerful and less spiritual being. But she has done something. This is toxic. With this Devil card here, this is toxic, and his feelings are currently blocked. Okay, they're there because these cards have shown up. All we need to do is unblock that energy. So you need to clear and protect your connection. And if you're not sure how to do that, just envisage you and your twin in a bubble of light, And just imagine you've got swords in your hands and that you're cutting away any connections, anything that doesn't serve you from outside of that bubble. And place yourselves in that bubble of light. You have to protect yourselves because this connection is currently under attack. It's being manipulated and his feelings are being blocked. They're strong feelings, but they're being blocked. His logical mind wants you. He wants union. We've got the Lovers and this 10 of Cups energy. The Lovers can be about choices, but in this card, you know, this is really powerful. You have this beautiful couple here and they're, you know, they're being watched and supported by spirit, this beautiful angel with wings. These are beautiful cards, but this connection is being blocked. He's very conflicted, and the reason he's conflicted is because he's under the influence of this devil energy, this interference. So, you know, this karmic has really got her claws into him. She's very manipulative, and, you know, she may have done some kind of binding work, some kind of something, you know, unpleasant to keep him hooked. So what can you do to move forward? Wow. Okay, so the King of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles came up reversed here, and I just wanted to check with Arthur what that meant. And he's saying that you need to ground, you need to unblock those cards so they're upright. Pentacles are about earth energy, and you need to ground both you and your twin. Part of the reason that you've been so vulnerable to attack is because you are completely ungrounded. So that's very, very important. You need to spend a lot of time grounding and protecting. And you can do that for your twin from a distance as well. When you ground yourself, just imagine your twin in front of you and ground him also. If you're not sure how to ground, as I said, I'm going to create that meditation audio, so email me. It will be available on my website when my website's up soon. But in the meantime, just literally close your eyes and imagine roots growing from under your feet deep into the earth until they reach the earth center and they touch light. When they touch light, draw that light back up. Allow it to come all the way up through your body, shoot through the top of your head out of your crown, and then that light at the top of your head from your crown connects to spirit above, and then create a bubble of light around you. That's a basic grounding and protection. It's just visualizing it and it being your intent. But you need to ground both you and your twin. Karma's at work here as well. Okay? So you're going to need to be patient and let karma work its way out. But take off the blindfold. You know, you need to make a decision, because Arthur's saying you've been blocking this connection yourself because you're not sure about your twin. You keep thinking he's not going to come back, I need to move on. Okay, you need to stand in your feminine power and understand that you can't run from this connection even if you want to. Yeah, it's going to follow you. You're not going to be able to leave it behind. So if this is you that's been in this frustrated place, then you really need to get grounded, get real, and start understanding that there's something much more powerful at hand. And actually, this has really stood out to me. I was just talking about grounding and protection. This lady has the sword and the scales. You know, the swords is how you cut away anything that doesn't serve you, cut away cords. So when you're grounding and you're putting yourself in that bubble of light, and that's all about balancing, remember, you know, grounding yourself and balancing yourself with spirit. Use this sword to just remove anything that doesn't serve you. Just imagine you know, moving it all the way around you and your twin to cut away anything that doesn't serve you. This is very important. See what else you need to know to move forward. Play, have fun, celebrate, don't be so serious. Mirror, who or what is triggering you? The Great Gathering, it's all coming together. Intuitive hits, Soul Tribe. Trust the niggle. So, you know, with this card, I think this says it all. If you've been, you know, stuck indoors, not getting out, not, you know, being yourself, you've been moping, get out, see your friends. You know, this is this one as well, the Great Gathering. It's all coming together. Intuitive hits, Soul Tribe. And actually, I'm really guided to say you need to get out amongst like-minded people. I know it's difficult to meet other twin flames in your immediate vicinity because, You know, no one really talks about it out loud, do they? But, you know, there are spiritual people in and around you that will know about this concept and will be very, sorry, you can hear my dog sniffing around. He wants to go outside. They will be very receptive to, you know, this concept. So, you know, that's a really good way for you to socialise right now, is to get outdoors. Bear with me. I'm just going to actually let my dog out. Oh, pesky hounds, do apologise. So this card, who or what is triggering you? This is the classic twin flame card. This is saying, what do you need to do to move forward? You're being triggered. I know you're being triggered because you don't believe in this connection. Okay, you're indecisive about it. You keep thinking, oh, is it worth it? Do I really want to do this? Your twin knows that you're the one. Remember, this is what he's thinking about you right now. The Ten of Cups and Lovers. He knows you're the one, but you, even though deep down you know he's the one, because he's not with you right now, because he's with this other karmic, you keep wobbling. And it's triggering your self-worth. It's triggering your insecurity. You haven't moved into surrender yet and acceptance. When you move into that space, you will know that your twin is coming to you. You will know. You'll be so confident in that. Because he can't not once you're in your divine feminine power. So you need to respond to these triggers of, you know, not feeling good enough, feeling rejected, feeling abandoned, that has been created by him being with this karmic. And I know it sounds unbelievable because it's, you know, ego love teaches us that we can't be happy with unrequited love. We can't be happy if our true love is with someone else. That's supposed to be painful. That's what ego teaches us. It's painful. That's envy. That's jealousy. That's, you know, that's need. That's attachment. That's codependence. That's what that devil energy is about. That's what this is all about. This bad karma, this karmic energy that's interfering with your connection. So you need to resolve those triggers, because I'm telling you now, you can be happy. You can be happy without your twin, and you can be happy even if he's with someone else. I say that because I've been through this. Yeah, my twin was with a karmic. He could even be with her now. I don't mind. I'm cool with it. I understand that that's part of his journey. My ego is no longer stuck. It's broken, and I'm able to live in surrender, in acceptance, and just be patient. And that's where you need to be. You need to address those triggers. Trust the niggle. What is this niggling feeling trying to tell you? This card's really powerful for me. I think you know that this connection's being interfered with. You know there are blockages. Trust it. Trust where you think it's coming from, and trust that you know how to deal with it. If you're not sure, drop me an email. That's really powerful, part two, because you're almost there. You know, your twin wants you. He's thinking about you. But the connection's being blocked by a third party, and it's also being blocked by, you know, these triggers that you've not responded to and dealt with. You've got to put them to bed. You've got to get rid of those feelings of abandonment and rejection. They don't serve you. Right, bear with me, because the dog is back, and I'm going to shut the door again because it's freezing. Okay, pile three. Let's see what we've got. How is your divine masculine feeling about you? What is he thinking? Oh, and they wanted to come out, didn't they? Oh, this is so lovely. Wow, love this. So many happy readings today. Pardon me. Okay, this is really beautiful. This is really, really lovely. Okay, so how is he feeling about you? Girl, he is madly in love with you. We've got the lovers here. We've also got transformation. His feelings have changed. He is very happy right now. I feel like you guys are very, very close to union. He sees you. He feels you. You're his Queen of Wands, his Queen of Fire. And with this Sun, you know, he's really stepping into his divine masculine power. He's feeling powerful in the energy of this connection. He really is. This is beautiful. He's really surrendering to these feelings. However, in his ego state, in his consciousness, he's feeling a bit left out in the cold. He wants to move towards you, but he doesn't trust that this is the right time. He doesn't trust there's balance. And the reason I drew a clarifier for this is because this is a 3 of crystals, which can sometimes mean a love triangle. And he's not certain that you're going to be waiting for him. So I feel like even though you've been doing a lot of the work, you've not been in communication with your twin for a long time. And his feelings have transformed. He's really beginning to move into his divine masculine power, and he's thinking about how to come towards you, but he's just uncertain. You know, with Temperance reversed, he's just not sure if there's the right balance there. You know, in this card, we see these 2 cups upright, and she's got both hands lit up. You know, he's not sure that you're going to be waiting for him. He's not going to be sure that those cups are going to be ready to be filled with his love. So, I mean, I'm going to draw some more cards as to what you need to do, but my gut feeling is you need to reach out to this guy, or you need to start connecting with him in the 5D to let him know that you're ready to receive his truth. And I feel like this love triangle situation, it was either you or him, but someone's had a third party, and he really thinks it's blown because of that. He doesn't know if you still want him. So let's see what you can do. Oh, girl. Or boy, if you're a divine feminine male. Okay. You need to get grounded. You really need to get grounded. You're blocking this union yourself because you're spending so much time. And I know I'm always going on about doing the work. And everyone's like, what does that even mean? You know, doing the work is having daily ritual practice on focusing on this connection. It only needs to be 10 minutes in the morning, 10 minutes in the evening. It's protection, grounding, you know, connecting with your twin in 5D, manifesting your desires. But actually you need to get grounded, and you need to focus on creating a much more earthly reality that's going to support this connection, because you've been so up in the 5D, so focused on that part of your journey that you've reached him, you've achieved this transformation, but there's an imbalance here. And this is actually asking you, you know, we've got Starseed here reversed, the 8 of crystals, which is about work and balance reversed, and we've got the Ace of crystals, which is about new beginnings. This is blocking the new beginning. You need to get grounded, you need to get back into reality, and you need to start focusing some time on your earthly affairs. I feel like being up in your head with spirit is your respite, and I know it's very addictive, but you need to get real. You need to come back down to earth and understand that you're still living in a 3D reality, and that's where your focus needs to be. If this union is going to have a 3D start, which is what this Ace of Pentacles is. It's blocked right now. So slow down. Slow down. You've not been paying enough attention to your 3D work, which is, you know, living, taking care of your home, taking care of your physical body, taking care of all of the practical earthly affairs, including family, friends. You know, there's a real imbalance here, and you need to readdress that balance. Let's see what else the cards have got for you. The Great Gathering. It's all coming together. Intuitive hits and Soul Tribe. Akasha, your guidance is divinely. Boundaries. Where do you need to establish better boundaries? Wow. And protection. call back your power, cut the cords, and soul retrieval. So, you know, you are really being called, to really become more of a part of this twin flame collective, this community, to start reaching out and getting support. That will bring you back into the 3D, because you can't get that support from the collective in the 5D. You know, the collective, we're all living in the 3D. Yeah, we reach the 5D for support, for spiritual guidance, and you are divinely guided. You are really deeply connected to that, but you need to reach out into the 3D. In terms of boundaries and where do you need to establish better boundaries, that's with your 5D reality. You need to really balance your 3D and 5D, and you need to protect yourself. Call back your power, cut the cord, soul retrieval. If you're spending a lot of time in the 5D and you're not grounded, you are leaving yourself wide open to psychic attack, okay? And that means interference as well. That means that all of this guidance that you're getting from the divine can't always be trusted because you're not grounded in reality. You don't have that balance. You don't have these boundaries. So you need to call back your power and remember that your power is also in the 3D. You know, we use spirit to help us manifest our 3D reality. And so you need to really get yourself grounded again. I'm feeling this is very, very important. Arthur's saying, you know, you just spend too much time up in your head and you're not focusing on that grounding. You're not focusing on your earthly affairs. So get that balance back, because you are very close to union. Your twin, he is thinking about how to come towards you. And, you know, you've been very focused on this 5D communication with him. It's transformed him. It's developed this massive change. You're very close to union. But, you know, we've got aces. He's not sure. He's not sure what's going on in your 3D life. Maybe you've been absent from social media. You've been absent from your usual social network. And he's got no clue as to what's going on with you. So if he reaches out to you, or if you can, reach out to him. And good luck. Let me know how that goes to you, pile 3. Okay, pile 4. See how your divine masculine is feeling. What's he thinking? How's he feeling about you? High Priestess. Wow. Wow. What's he thinking? Do you know, the 6 of Swords has come up in 3 piles in that exact spot. Go back and watch the other videos. It's come up in that exact same spot for 2 of the other piles. This is the 3rd one. There's a lot of major arcana cards in this reading. There's some serious shit going down for you, pile 4. So how is your divine masculine feeling about you? Wow, right now you are his world. We've got the High Priestess, Wheel of Fortune, the world. At the end, we've got the 5 of Cups. And, you know, this card can mean disappointment and regret. But I feel very strongly, it's not always known as that in all decks. And in this deck, I mean, you've just got these flowers. And 5 of them have dropped to the floor. The rest of the flower is blooming. And I really feel like this is a purge. He's released that disappointment. He's released that regret, and he is blooming. You know, he feels deeply connected to you on an intuitive level right now. That wheel has turned. He feels very lucky. You are his world. You know, this is really very strong, powerful feelings. You're very much at the forefront of his heart and mind. In terms of what he's thinking about you, you know, with the Chariot, on the 6 of Swords, this is running towards you, you know, and with the Moon, this is very much really up in his head about this. This is fantasy, daydreaming, you know, really embracing that illusion. And with the 4 of Cups, however, he really isn't doing, you know, a lot about it at the moment. He's really enjoying daydreaming, thinking about how he's moving towards you. He's not taking action yet. He's ready to take action, but right now he's enjoying thinking about how that's going to work. I'm trying to draw clarify. Wow, he's feeling powerful. There's so many. He's got stuff to deal with first. But he knows he's going to do it. He knows how. He knows what to do now. He's ready. This is really powerful. 4 really positive readings for you guys today. This is really, really powerful. He's in this magician energy. He's ready. But with this 10 of Wands, there's stuff he's got to take care of first. There's something holding him back that he's not quite done yet. And I'm feeling with this card, you know, it's really about blowing away the cobwebs. This is a minor blockage. It's nothing you're to worry about. He knows what he needs to do. He's in this magician energy. He's in this chariot energy. He's charging forward. You know, he's really enjoying imagining how that's going to work out. This is fabulous. Let's see what you can do to help things forward. Oh. Okay. So we had 2 3s come up here, and I really wanted to understand what that meant. You need to release karmic ties. And I say ties because there's 2 people in your background. You may not be with either or of them now. You're not with them. But there are energetic ties there that are blocking. You may be with one of them, but you need to choose him. We've got the Knight of Cups here. This can be a Piscean. Arthur's saying in your case it may be a Piscean, but actually this is about you rushing forward and making your own declarations of love, because you've been blocking this union yourself with this karmic tie energy. And again, you might not necessarily be in a relationship with these karmic people in your past, but there's unresolved ties there. There's cords that need to be cut to fully release you. And with this 7 of Cups, you know, you need to choose him. You need to choose him. You need to keep the faith in this soul connection. He knows what he wants to do. He knows what he wants to do. You know, with this Star and the 6 of Cups, you're being reminded that this soul connection is real. That if you've had any doubts and you've been considering these 2 other options, you need to choose him. With the 7 of Cups, you need to move towards him and make it clear what is on offer, because he is ready to come towards you. It's you that's blocking this. Definitely you. Let's see what else you can do. So many lovely readings today, with so many major arcana cards in this reading as well. This is a powerful time for you. You know, this is really powerful, especially for him, from his feelings perspective, his intentions, you know, what he's thinking. But it's you. This is the major arcana for you, is the Star. Keep the faith. Stop dithering. Choose him. Choose the soul connection. Protection. Call back your power. Cut the cords. Soul retrieval. So I'm saying cut the cords with those karmics. Wait, postpone, pause and say no. Answer the call. What is your soul calling you to do? And trust the niggle. These cards came up for someone else as well, one of these piles. 7 of Cups and 6 of Cups. What is your soul calling you to do? It's calling you to choose him. Choose this soul connection. Release those karmics. Cut those ties. Yeah, call back your power and cut those cords. This beautiful twin flame connection is waiting for you. And, you know, there's a storm brewing as well. And I feel like this really mirrors for me. I want you to see this. This really mirrors. Can you see that? You've got these thunderbolts and lightning, and it really mirrors the image in this card. one of these karmics, and it'll be a fire sign probably, is going to bring a storm your way. He's going to come at you with an offering, and you've got to say no. You've got to say no. You've got to let that go. You've got to cut those cords. Trust the niggle. There's 3 people in this card as well. You know it's not right. You know these 2 other karmics aren't right for you. You know, I feel like you've had an offer from one of them, and another one you've still got a little, you know, got a wish for, but he's kind of like, you sometimes maybe think of him as the one that's got away. You need to choose your twin. I know he's been absent for a while, but, you know, I feel like he may be quite a bit more spiritually aware than we normally give divine masculines credit for, because he is manifesting at a rate of knots. He's just waiting for those cobwebs to be blown away. That's the blockage. Yeah, it's just cobwebs. They're so easily removed, but you've got to trust that niggle. You know deep down you've got to trust your own intuition. Okay, well, thank you so much, guys. Please do comment down below. Let me know what you think. Let me know how you're getting on. I love to hear your updates. And thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for all your support. And remember, I'm going live on the 11th of April. And at 6 p.m. EST to help you check your twin flame connection. Thank you so much for tuning in. Big love, and see you soon.